Relatively similar performances, but it's not felt that way, right? Jane really struggled when it came towards his impact, really struggled to kind of do anything in towards it, whereas Device had his moments. But ladies and gents, match number 2 on the card.
Yep, not wasting any time at all. Utility straight out for the bomb plant. I think they should be able to get it as well. Nobody around to put up a resistance. There is a retake smoke ready to go, and nade as well, of course. They're going to stick to the plan. Nade's actually coming in a little later, it would seem. It is the retake smoke going down. They do have, oh my goodness, a kit available, but it's stavn through the smoke to find the first head. The nade finishes off Stare instead. This is a bit chaotic already. Kit's got to get on that bomb is what they are deeming right now. Fame immediately traded out. The Kit player still going. He comes close, does Mir, but he's denied in the end. They will slowly push the attack forwards on the Astralis side. You can see the attitude so good after starting off where they
really good stuff coming forward as well. It looked like potentially that retake was going to have a little bit of fortune in favor, but it does finally find a bit of a gap there, and the T-side can close it out. Astralis continue towards map number 2 as they finish on towards map number 1 with confidence. Looking really clean. Buyout, of course, for them off the back of a round win, the bomb plant and the kills, all the rest. VP, not a whole lot to work with. Just a P250 in the hands of Fame. That'll be about it. Stare could really get a bit of cash here. Mac 10 doesn't want to overface. Nade and a flash will come through. He wants to stick around fighting. Did have an opportunity there and a bit of cash in the old pockets, but he is actually going to be caught. Doesn't really matter. The bomb will go down towards B. And that'll be about it, really.
Yeah, just a Mac. I think that's what he was there for anyway, was to just sniff out where they're at. And they should be able to eliminate everybody here. Hopefully not losing anybody else. James running away. Trying not to give them cash. Always thinking about the money, you know, money on the mind for James, of course. But Device is after him. Device is after him. The IGL chase is on.
Oh, bit of a dink. Nothing too problematic. Yeah, might go down to a nade here as well, and he will. That's a little bit of insult to injury. Only the 1 kill for Jamie. He doesn't really get anything off the back. No upgrade or of the likes. 2-0. Very simple, very easy. Yes, there's a bit of a consolation here, but it doesn't make a massive difference. Let's be perfectly honest. Nice and simple, though. Nice and simple. A lot of money put in those back pockets as well off the back of the SMG and the Galil coming through. So all good to see. 2-0. Virtus.pro, first full buyout for them. All the util. Both sides. This is where Virtus.pro, if they want to start cooking, it's got to be kind of here and now.
All right, let's see. Astralis. We are expecting in them. What is the strat going to look like again? Some very fast moves coming in from Astralis, particularly in towards this B bomb site. Pro to entry through the smoke. What is going on? Absolutely wild plays thus far. Second kill doesn't quite come in for them, but a 4-on-4 ensues.
Again, just step up that tempo, a little bit of a quick B take. Before you know it, round done and dusted. It is already now starting to look like Astralis are a reborn side. This is a very strong start on towards the T side. And yes, VP get a 3-man save out. It does mean they can possibly rebuy in towards the next, but that is going to be the round with relative ease as well. Minimal expenses over towards Astralis. They're making this look simple. And they're not really even breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I love the increase. From Astralis again. It's really good to see from them. They've got that clear sort of game plan. I keep saying that the honeymoon kind of period, we'll see how long it lasts. And it may well, in this game, even be shut down a little bit. So we'll see. Flip, going to start things off. Difficult to tell at this point. James, meanwhile, spamming away. Not much that he can really find. Device on the other side of the smoke. Not too much panning out at this point. Just trying to play things a little bit safe, I think, at the end of the day and not go down, right? VP, with this advantage, absolutely need to make it work. Astralis just chilling, playing slow, waiting for the utility to go down. A late round hit is what we will be looking at.
Numbers is advantage for us this time. We've really seen as well who's coming through. Oh, I think Jane would have been spotted there. Yeah, they fall off. I think that's probably the right way to go about it. Don't want to stick up too much, but Mir going to try and play in close spots. The header's down. I get swung up on here. Mir going to find the kill. It's down or fall. He can line up a couple more. As Bro will also drop, but the Vital aren't back. It's still a 2 versus 4. Surely a good enough situation. And Norbert's setting up for a default molly. They go for a plant. They're going to be caught with device falling. That's probably the round already set in stone. Yabi finds one. Molotov will come through. Smoke onto it, and Yabi taps the plant. He's trying to bait and fight, and he might be giving it. As Fame swings, Fame falls, Norbert clears, and trades. 2 remain alive. VP going to find there first.
Astralis proved to be mortal. Yabi definitely does do some damage at the end there, in fairness to him. From a 4-on-1 to a 2-on-1 in the end, so that becomes costly. Any players surviving below 3, we generally say is cost. Even surviving with 3 is technically a loss for the CT side, but you can see it costs them a lot to get the rebuy in, despite the fact that they have just won the round. And Astralis on the other side of things, weird little buy for them as well. Advanced position towards mid. James finds the first. Device sticking around looking for that trade, but oh, I was going to say he's not going to get it. However, James gave him the fight. Very confident indeed. There was a window there for James to escape for sure. Does not take it, and Astralis even things back up.
Yeah, we're going to reclaim some space there. Eats a grenade. He doesn't want to stick around too much. I don't really blame him. We're going to double up with Flip. 4v4, the only real worrisome part here for Astralis is just the damage they've taken already. Both Device and Stair find themselves low. Stair yet to get off the board either. For his confidence sake, you really want to see him try and find a kill in this sort of a round. Boost could be aptly timed. As Fame might get the opportunity, and he will, but he fosters lines. Out of charge now to reload, and they can line up 2. There's one for Stair, holding down Mouse One. He finds a second. Down goes Fame, and answer back as Norman and Flit. Gonna make this a chance 2v2.
Oh my god, what is going on, man? This is crazy. Molotov comes in, gonna deny the plant for now as well. stavn has to wait. stavn has to wait. The smokes have gone down. It's a very open playing field right now. And will it be open season for VP, I suppose, is the question that we have. Plant attempted. Norbert flying in, loses his head. It was all a bait. Gotcha. Flit remains alone. And I don't know what he can really do about this, to be honest. Yeah, maybe looking for somebody around the corner, maybe looking for a timing, and I think maybe looking for that open plant. Not going to happen. No HP, no hope. He will save.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. It's got to be that. Good for Astralis as well, making a round like that work for them. An AK is a nice little silver lining, a nice little saving grace, but it isn't going to make too big of a difference. 1 kill for Flip is all he got. Gonna keep the AK alive, but around it, he's probably not going to have a hell of a lot for Virtus.pro. They've got a bit of loss bonus to speak of, but all things considered, I don't know whether it's even worth a force. They got one guy who can pick up a full, but I think around that's James, who's got enough money to pick up an investment of his own. And potentially you might see that. James is like a little bit of a weird kind of buy at times, so a sort of untraditional buy, we'll call it. The rest of the team don't really have a hell of a lot to work with. Timeout called. And it will be on the side of Astralis. Just a little bit of time to have a conversation. They're not actually under too much pressure here really at all. But
That's
I
interesting.
don't hate it. And we are seeing James going towards that buy. So they're going to try and do something here, Virtus.pro, which I don't hate.
They're not as common. Not as common, the old timeout when you're winning. We have seen them fade away in recent years, I think. Especially with the fact that you've had timeouts reduced a little bit. Into CS2 in particular. But there was a world where I believe we used to have like minute-long timeouts and stuff like that. So you could really talk them over in some tournaments. But yeah, while you're ahead, try and keep track. Where's the econ? What are they going for? What do they like to do? Maybe it is, again, in the notebook, a little bit of a reminder. VP commonly stacked mid on half-by rounds. Obviously not going to be the case here, but that might be something that they indeed lean towards. Norbert. In it, Dupree. I like this angle, man. Could be deadly. Flash comes in. It's ineffective, but still results in one. Bro has done well to find a kill there. He was tagged up already. He was turning away from the flash, but he still gets one. Meanwhile, Yabi, hole at middle. Definitely looking to be plugged by Mir on the P250. All a question of timing here. Will he check his angles cleanly? No, he will not. Mir takes him down. A man advantage for VP.
Funny enough as well, that camera was lined up. I just find the toes. Norbert, 50 cal to the feet. Vice did turn away when he peeked onto his rafters there. He was looking to his side. There's nearly Costin tag going to come through. Device does take one of his own as well. Theo Orpis off the end of the world. 3 versus 3. Oh, that's one of my smokes. You're looking at my guides here.
Yeah, not sure who's up there. However, trade will come back in here for Astralis. They'll try and make work of this difficult situation. Plant should be possible. However, low HP bars. Oh, if you'd kept going, might have been able to deny the plant. Look at this. A combined HP of 40. Really not a lot to work with against the half by James. Underneath, though, who's going to check it? Stavn is just above him. It should be a freebie for Stavn, but he's missed the opportunity. Does take him down eventually and leaves it all onto Flit. Bomb planted in. Smoke on top of the bomb. Tap comes in. Stavn's still alive. That's all he's got to play for here. Just try and drag him away from the bomb. Play the time in and around the box. What a masterclass. He's hidden. Where's he gone? Flit doesn't know. Tap onto the bomb again. There's no time for the defuse, and Stavn has done enough. He didn't even have to fire a bullet. What a 1v1 coming through from Stavn.
Stavn's playing chess while VP are playing checkers. That is so well done. So well done. From a round as well that for a moment looked lost for Astralis. Pistols made that very problematic. But again, we have to remind you, that was just the pistols of VP. So they're getting something out of nothing, but Stavn's done super well in that 1 versus 1 situation to give them a chance, give them an opportunity. And my, oh my, does he. I thought James on this flank could have been the difference maker. But Stavn's really flipped it on its head. Virtus.pro are going to go back into a full buy of their own, or back in play for James, who's been quiet by his metrics so far this game. Stavn going to find the first. They're going to get caught. Already up towards ramp. They're going nice and early here. Astralis want to take fight, and it's working.
He's heard you, mate. He has got a point to prove in this round, absolutely. Good nadage coming in here as well to gain more control of that A-bomb site. Here over at Ivy. Looking to get good timing. Gotta be careful, though. Device finds it, runs him down. 4 versus 3. It begins to weaken for VP, and in the interim, we have gained control on B. That's got to be the round, you know. The bomb will look to join Bro in just a sec. Yabi in behind enemy lines. Is he going to push in? Is he just going to hold? It looks like he will hold. Stavn, meanwhile, getting all the info. Doesn't see anybody. I don't think he'll find any frags, but he hears all the footsteps. He knows that it's like, okay, you're pretty free to go over there. They're actually trying to get aggressive on ramp. He's found one, and that is the round. There's absolutely no way. James, yeah, just deleted. They're everywhere. It's a beautiful round from Astralis, to be honest, to just fully spread out and put a lot of trust into the individuals.
Hope it gets cleared out at the tail end as well. Doesn't clear his corners. Smiles all around. This is what you want to see. Stavn looking like a happy chappy. Can't complain. A very, very simple round, fundamentally speaking, as well from them. Early aggression, early fights, a high tempo being set by Astralis who want to get in towards the action as soon as. My God, is it working? This is really decent stuff. That's done. Again, going to come on towards the mic, and You can see him getting vocal. He knows his team are in a hell of a lot of trouble. The only caveat, I guess, as well, is that this game doesn't really mean all that much. No one's getting eliminated. It's just a seeding game. Winner goes to the semis. Loser goes to the quarterfinals. So it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of their run here, as it is only for seeding. However, man, Astralis looks so dominant. And I think especially, you know, kind of post-major cycle of Astralis, where they just weren't looking good at all. And then we always, you know, we talk about the conversation of Device taking over for IGL. We thought, at the very least, if this is going to become good, it might take a little bit of time, right? It's a new role for him. It's a new role for the team as well, having kind of all up IGL. But my God, is it working so quickly out the gate? This honeymoon phase is really, really incredible. It's there. Grenade damage. Flick, going to take considerably more.
I think on your point, though, there's just way more buy-in. Yeah. That's sort of what we've been touching on. The energy seems way, way up. Blame F lost him a bit. It's difficult, and it can be a hard style, and, you know, he doesn't, like, bait, really, not for a long time, but it's maybe a moniker that he's not been able to shake off. All the same, Astralis look pretty hot. The Vertigo reasoning that we had is exactly what you just talked about as well. The fact that it is a bit more for seeding, try and test the water, a map that we've been working on. We'll see how it looks against a slightly weaker team, you know. And Vertigo is a popular pocket pick of the top teams, it would seem, of course. That famous move from Carrigan against Spirit. But looking pretty good here for Astralis. Clearly done their work, and 6 rounds already on the T side. I'm really happy with that. VP, a dodgy buy into this one because they kind of have to. Yeah, it's really not looking too good. So 7 most definitely on the cards for Astralis after that first frag, of course. However, I was going to say 5-7. It's not even through the smoke, though. Yabby had spotted him on the edge. Down goes Mir. Now it's a save. And indeed, Astralis keep the winning streak going.
So easy, isn't it? So easy. Virtus.pro cannot find any sort of a way to slow down Astralis. And I think this is already starting to get to the point of being out of the realms of possibility. You know, we thought that phase game yesterday was very quick and very dominant. This one could be even worse. It seriously has looked so good. Flit and James, they'll save. Both of these guys as well have been the highest rate performers for their team so far this tournament. In the generally the port to call when we look towards firepower, who's going to make the difference? And neither of them have been able to get any way active. 7-1. Such a simple performance out of Astralis. This has been a real good showing. Very impressive as well that they can keep this level of consistency up. Nobody faulting at all. Over on the A stream as well, we have the upper finals over in Group A. Mouse took map number 1 off of Liquid. And I think they've got a slight lead out the gates early in towards map number 2. So it could be a bit of a similar storyline here. 2-0s. But it's good to see Liquid back being competitive. Whether they can keep that consistency, we shall see. Fame, Flash, so Flash. Nobody looking left. Oh, bro, is a lucky man. I'm thankful that he finally does check it. Nade towards construction. A double, in fact, does its justice. Down goes Norbert.
We are definitely on here for VP, though. I would love to see them go for it, but they're not going to. Oh, that's frustrating. That is frustrating. Low HP bars. They were there pretty quickly. You know what I mean? They still could have capitalized on players getting into post-plant positions. But they're back to the instincts. Save. If it's not at least 90% in our favor, save. We'll try and squeeze out whatever rounds we can. It might work on Inferno. It might work on Overpass from time to time. Not really going to work on Vertigo for my money. I think you do have to give it a bit more on this map. And the rounds, the retakes can swing in your favor quite quickly. As we've seen in this round, nearly one unchecked angle can just make all the difference. Astralis getting confident, you know, 20 HP for stavn, wanting to take that fight. They are unfettered here.
You know, I don't blame them as well with how well things have been going. This is, again, really simple. One of the easiest jobs, it seems, in the world right now is that of Ruggers. You know, the coach in this game, he doesn't need to say anything or do anything. keep the morale high, a couple of fist bumps, and life's a good one. 8-1, T-side Vertigo. This is on for us. Incredibly quick series, and Yabi gonna find the first already. Norbert gonna get caught. Fame mollied, and he catches a nade too, but Flit at the very least will answer back. Finally, a bit of positivity out of Virtus.pro. What's up on a lurk smoke to come through? Flit gonna play up close. Device, do you do your due diligence? Do you clear his ships in the night? They don't even realize they're next to each other. Flit's gonna find that kill. Looks for more. Finds a second, and Flit nearly confirms a third in that spray down.
Jame with the flick attempt onto the USB here. Flash out. He might just have spotted the other player as well. So they know where the remaining two are at. 1 minute and 5. Listen, man, do not count them out just yet. Do not count them out just yet. This could be a proving ground for Astralis. Awakening, getting a little giddy. Bro, though, is the one that's trying to find space. And you know what? There's no one watching directly for him. He could gain a lot of ground quite quickly. Flash comes in. James so blind. Down goes Mir, though. It's James, the order they've got to get through. Oh, the Molotov forces him into the fight. Bro nearly completes the round. Stavn, meanwhile, getting the hell out of Dodge. He's going to look for that B bomb plant, try and reset the game. Fame has an inkling, though. And I think on this timing should be able to beat him there. In from Guardian. Yeah, I think you might be able to stop him. So it all comes down to who takes the fight, how it goes. Uh-oh. Nade is in. Not a chance for Stavn. Yeah, trying to jump away from it, but there is no chance. VP on the board once again.
Finally, right? It's not even one of those conversations where we can sit here and say it's been a long time coming, because it hasn't. They haven't deserved the rounds prior to this, but they make it work in that one. And it's all about kind of reclaiming that RAM control, right? They're just taking fights. Yeah, Flick gets a little fortunate. Device isn't exactly doing his clearance, but he's stepping up for more fights, more damage as well, especially on towards Stavn. Yes, he doesn't get the kill, but he basically leaves him as sort of a dead man walking. But even still, VP, even getting 4 rounds here on the CT side might not be enough by our books. Let's see. Maybe there's a chance. Device posted. Got the right idea as well. Jane remains around that corner. Smoking and broken. They know nobody's here lurking behind it, but there's 3 players top ramp waiting for a fight to come through. As the smoke starts to dissipate, Jane just gonna double away. I don't blame him. Drop a Molotov, give him the space.
Quiet in the mid-round here. It's Bro on the entry attempt. Gotta watch out on that VP side. Don't want to give him a fight here. Fame. Yeah, he's getting giddier and giddier, isn't he, around these corners, but still fairly calculated. Waiting to go. Oh, nice pickup coming in from Fame. Continuing it round. Looking for a bit more, but he does get denied away. 4 versus 4.
A shot.
Not the best response. Yeah, Bro on the trade frag brings it into a 3 versus 3 here. 30 seconds remaining. Bomb has yet to be planted. Mir in and around the corner. Yeah, they're just trying to reveal the positions, get the nades out. Maybe, but with disrespect, with this time being given across, it's allowed the rotations to come in.
No Uto, man. No Uto on the CT side for this retake. The only guy who had Uto was the anchor towards the B site. Now they're in a hell of a lot of trouble. They might be able to pick up something, but they can't win out their fight. As Bro and Stavn will combine. Last man left. That'll flip. Thrust himself into a 1 versus 2, and it technically is still winnable. He'll pick himself up a kit. He'll spam down as well, but Stavn's still alive, just about. New gun collected. A new fight found as Stavn will fall. And staying on a 1v1, he'll rip his head off. And Astralis back 2 winning ways. That one, they're made to work for it. But who cares? A round is a round. And they find it in their favor. Virtus.pro desperately needed to find that one to maybe give themselves a chance in this map. But now I feel like it's already a forlorn conclusion. This would require a masterclass of a T-side on a VP on Vertigo to try and turn this one around. And I do not think they've got it in the lock. A final round of the half. And with a triple FAMAS buy, you could genuinely see Astralis, you know, crack themselves into towards double digits in the first half.
Yeah, I think so. I think that is, for me, how it feels. But VP, at the very least, are looking at a rinse and repeat of the first map. Can't lose the pistol in the second half, sorry. And then have to be on for a really good showing. What is that smoke? Yo, that's pretty spicy. That's pretty cool. I quite like it. I don't think I've seen that before, personally.
Device. Holding. For a walkout from Shaw, but won't be given it just yet. Numbers favor VP. It's found around. Bro cautious of a flank, but not going to be given it. Time starts to dwindle down, just creeping inside of that minute mark. What's the play here? Still looks like they want to commit towards the A site. Bomb on the back of Bro as they make their way in. Molotov towards Sandbag. That should confirm their intentions. And now the rotation comes over. Jay, Mir, and Flit here to meet them and greet them, but I don't think it's going to be a kind one. The question is who can win it. Jay is somehow still alive. He eats a grenade. He will fall. So will Mir as well, and it's falling apart.
That's so magic. 2 kills. They've not even seen them. Norbert tagged up somehow. I don't know how that's not a kill, to be fair. Either way, not looking good for VP now. Bomb plant is on its way, not rushing in just yet. Bro, he's got a few more heads to find before he gets the bomb down. We'll go in for it. Norbert and Flit to try and save the day. Device with the edge of the smoke spot. That is incredible without the X-ray to find that frag, to even spot that frag. He gets the last to seal the deal. 10-2 Astralis. What is this? Hello, everybody. Welcome back in. We are so ready for the second half. Astralis looking to make mincemeat, not only our VP, to be fair, but the entire group stage. In all fairness, they are as yet to drop double digits on a single map. So this is getting crazy. This really is getting crazy. And this one feels like, again, with the pistol, if it goes their way, we are done and dusted. 2-0 Astralis. See you in the semi.
Yeah, I mean, this is really one of the best sort of, I guess, looks we've seen out of Astralis for a hell of a long time, right? This is incredible. No side on any map in any series has been able to even get remotely close. And that is the big talking point. 10-2 first half. If Astralis find a pistol here, it is game, set, and match. Now let's see, what have they got to offer us? VP going quick towards ramp. We'll try and see if they can get any early fights here. Stavn, Yabi, all round the corner, ready for a fight, ready to engage. Stavn basically playing for the information. Stair going to take that first contact. That's when Stavn will peak with the dualies. VP, they get flashed upon. In come the dualies, in come Stair as well. They find one, they fall back. Good play.
Oh, Yabi going digging though in towards Gap. They go back in for a bit more and the flash ineffective. I was going to say that first flash was also not great. They were lucky to get a kill off the back of it. They bite off a bit more than they can chew with that second move. Device gets naded down low. Yabi though looking for another stab. Not going to be able to get it. Fame for 3 thus far. This is looking good for VP.
Oh, the numbers in their favor. Call them on what Device has got. Not only individually in terms of the frags, but to call here. Gotta try and support bro. Playing anti as a reclaim some space. He's got the right idea. There's one. Looking for a second as well. He's getting mighty close. Gets dinged as Mir will drop him. Device now into a 1 versus 2. No kit, no util. And of course, no armor either. So this is not easy. And he will get dropped by Jane. A round found off the back of, honestly, mistakes from Astralis. But VP at this point will take anything. Pretty good round on a Fame as well. 3 kills to his name. That double dip, that second little look in, that's what cost them. If they don't go for that, they're absolutely fine. They play the site, they probably win it just on the back of trades alone, but they go back in for seconds, they get greedy, and it costs them.
Yeah, you're 5v3 with like deep pressure in towards the scaffold, an area in which VP can't really attack. They're going to have to put a lot of resources into it if they wanted to go that way. So yeah, it didn't necessarily have to happen. But sometimes you make these calls and everything's in motion before you have time to realize that you're in such a good spot that you should just freeze it. Stack here at the top of the ramp. Stair going to spot them out. Flash on the way, one would assume. Not going to be able to find anything with the flash though. They'll just go charging around the corner, try and eliminate a player if they can. Meanwhile, Bomb absolutely going to go B. There will be no resistance. VP's 4th round comes easy. Well,
nobody here, as you mentioned. Nice and easy. They are playing it quite tempered though, just in case there's one tucked back gen. That'll be fine. Fame gets that bomb down, and that'll be the round. I don't really think there's too much more to discuss here. The pistols may as well go looking for fights. It's not saving anything, so you may as well go and see if you can get rid of damage. On the other side, though, do you want to give kill bonus over towards VP, especially with the SMGs? Maybe not. There's 2 minds about it. If you need overwhelm and get a gun, that'll be great, but especially, you know, the likes of a UMP around the corner, you don't want to give it the kill bonus. You don't want to give it the chance of farming the cash in the pocket. So they stick around in case anybody comes their way. They're not going to overface. That'll be VP finding a 4th without too much of a conversation in this round. Down goes there, down goes the B site, and there we go. 10-4. Virtus.pro chipping away. It's not an impossible return story to try and get back into this game and make a conversation out of it, but it is still highly improbable. That's kind of the position we find ourselves in. Virtus.pro, though, Narasai, you spoke about it a little bit earlier. Prior to this map, the mental resilience of this team is so strong. I'm not going to count them out just yet. All by back in for Astralis. They're actually going aggro in towards mid, and they're going to get a lot of control here. They're going to spot nobody.
Deep nade for Astralis, trying to get some ramp pressure, but Flitty follows those sounds, not even the traces. Just knows his angles. Down goes Device. A great early pickup for VP. They're able to play the clock now. So much utility still remaining. You know, it's a perfect opening kill.
Down. Oh, it gets very close there as well. Again, a little bit of a double dip. Now Astralis, a numbers disadvantage, have to try and turns in their favor, but Flip will rip the head off the shoulders of Stair, and that'll now put Astralis in a 3v5 situation. They're going to go for a boost to try and get something back, and they might just get it. There's stavn for one of his own. The spam, not exactly do the damage they would want either. 4v3, a possibility. Yabby spots the shoulder of one. Fame, if his head peeks round, he could be in trouble. It's a risky fight. A very risky fight. Does Fame even want to take this? Flash comes in the corner. Will catch stavn, but he's going to catch him. 3v3, and they're getting aggro here. They're getting proactive, and that'll cost them.
Oh, God, it's a little wild. stavn does get two. He just needed some support in. One more kill from the fellas behind him. They couldn't get it. They couldn't get it, and James will just about save the round. 30 HP. The difference in that one, though, would have been a huge steal for Astralis after such a poor start. It doesn't quite happen for them. It's good to see, though, confident in the face. And maybe some freedom being given across to the players to make these mid-round calls themselves. It is a half bye for the Danes. So we expect this one to go on a little longer before Astralis find a round. VP, however, picking up steam. Gap is closing fast.
Oh. 5-round deficit, all goes mighty quiet. This round we're not expecting a huge amount. Astralis, bit of armor, couple of upgraded pistols, one bit of util smoke. And that's it. Spam over towards sandbags, nobody there. VP slowing things down massively. They just don't want to go in towards a gamble stack. Understandably, they want to overplay their cards. If VP can find this cleanly, with only kind of, you know, sort of max one casualty, so to say, that'll put them in a really strong spot. Minute on the clock left, or just shy of. They're going to continue going in this direction. stavn is floating. In all fairness, he can't really take any more steps to the left, but it's a really strong position. He probably gets at the very least one. On the corner, waiting as well. The stavn might get the chance if they swing out on towards the side in the calm shadow. Spotted, there's one. Not quite the second.
Oy. Yeah, it's a hidden spot, but it's a little difficult for a reason. Oh no, Stair's not been properly checked. Fame went in for the bomb plant a little prematurely, and that could cost him everything here. There's a flank coming in as well. The gap's closing. Stair goes down as he tries to escape, fight his way out. Yabby, they just about know about. Device, they definitely know about, but this is most certainly still on. 15 seconds to get the plant. Yabby close to the action. Might try and sacrifice himself. Spam. I don't know how effective it would be on the Deagle, but he doesn't give it a good enough go. Device dropping on the backside. Leaves it all on to the known quantity of Yabby. In he will go. 3 insane kills going to be required. Tip of the head of James just spotted there. He has to make a move here. Norbert gets the better of him. It was tense for a second. It was very, very tense. Stair's position in particular could have won the round for Astralis, but it's not the universe we live in.
No, it's not. There was a couple of moments where maybe it could have worked. I think he spammed the Deagle as well from this position. If he just lined them up, he probably gets both. But I think maybe a little bit of a panic as they both swing out. He's not sure if he's going to get spotted. And that, at the very least, probably seals the deal. So, timeout for Astralis. Ruggo going to get on the mic. As Virtus.pro start to, you know, get within arm's reach. 4 rounds behind. There's definitely a conversation to be had here. They're making something of this, but of course you can see James getting vocal. That's done as well. Entering the fray. I don't think there's too much to worry about just yet for Astralis, but it is getting towards that point. It's getting a little precarious. Investment back in. Device back onto his favorite AWP. M4s alongside it. All of the goods that you want to see. But big thing is making this work for them. Great opening. Norbert going to be caught. Didn't expect Device up so close. Molotov will come through as well. Device might dip in for seconds, and Device going to find James. Really good work. Talk about leading from example.
Indeed, sir. Solid stuff, bro. Meanwhile, trying to get another one in. Astralis, this is it. You know, you've got so many rounds. It's similar to Overpass. Eventually, you're going to crack the nut. Mir, all that remains half HP, trying to take a gun. Does not happen. Astralis move up to 11. A little too early for VP's liking. I think they would have preferred to be at 8 or 9 maybe before they lost the round. They are back to the drawing board here as they are still 5 rounds down. It is a long road ahead. 2 or 3 solid rifle rounds going to be required from the team.
Yeah, and Device knew he needs to make a difference there, and he does exactly that. Real great stuff out of him. Only 2 more rounds as well that Astralis need to close out the map and the series. 13-6 was map number 1 scoreline. And this one could be back and forth. Molotov comes down. Rush on the corner, but again, not a huge amount really offering up. Deep nade, bit of chip damage on towards Jame. Lurk smoke from both the T side and the CT side as they try and play this game of kind of mental chess here. They're gonna double back. No committal of the bomb. A minute 15, decision has to be made. Nade'll come through again. Little bit of chip damage. And Astralis are continuing their pressure on ramp. This is good. They're not giving VP any sort of a luxury or any sort of kind of salvage in terms of taking this ramp control. They're making sure they have to work for it.
Flitz, easy frag onto Stair as he's completely blinded up. Molly's over the top here. Oh, kill goes the way of Yabi there. Astralis again not shying away from these fights. Meanwhile, on B, Device, the final boss to get through. Beautiful frags. And he might just have done enough to net number 12. Spots out another head. Looking to stay alive ultimately, but no, he is excitable. More fights, he says, and he's going to get them. Oh my goodness, Device is just clinical right now. Denied by Norbert in the end, but what a round out from the IGL. Absolutely wonderful. 20 seconds remaining here, and what can Norbert do?
I think nothing is probably the thought process we've got here. 1v3 and 7 seconds. He's being flanked upon as well, so even saving might not be given his way. Yeah, he's going to go down. Does go down before time, but it doesn't make a difference, does it? It really doesn't make a difference. Final round, most likely out of this side, and my oh my, Device, what a man possessed. What a time as well to find your form, start to come alive in a really impressive fashion. These shots are brilliant from him, so confident. And as well, there was question marks about how much his individual form would maybe take a hit off the back of taking the reins, and it most definitely hasn't. Look at the buy that VP have of Astralis looming on map and series point. And Yabi gonna make a difference. Norbert gets caught. Yes, Flip finds one of his own, but they haven't been able to work with that frag or do anything with it. Smoke will come down aptly timed by Bro.
Yeah, really solid, but they're going to look to go ahead of it. In fairness, he's quite far back, playing it safe. If he needs support, it is on the way, but he goes down. Fame with the confident fight. The nade does not find him. Okay, here we go. This is going to get a little interesting then. They know there's a player out towards Gen, so a free frag for Yabi with that Molotov. Goes a little early before the support comes in. They've been so disciplined all game long, but quite giddy there. That's a mad one from stavn. Brings them back into contention. Oh, I was going to say, what a read, but James has got his number. Device doesn't want it, does not want this smoke, and he will give 7 to VP.
I think it has to be said that's really well done for VP. Life on the line, back against the wall, and they're going to make that one stick. And it has to come with a little bit of disrespect, right? Make sure, see a smoke, do not allow them to slow down the clock. If you're VP and if you're in this side where you're really life on the line type stuff, that's a really good time. Try a little bit of a quicker tempo play, get in towards the fights, try and take them early. Keep your dream alive. Good stuff. We do have a bit of a pause as well. Tactical nature before heading back in to round number 20. Astralis will survive with the AWP. They should have bits of money to work with as well. Should be okay, but he's going to be Rug again on the mic here as well. A little conversation. You can see everybody getting in towards the action here for Astralis, which is good to see. You know, this is a side who aren't taking any chances. They can buy back in, no bother. And even towards the next round, technically speaking as well, they'll be absolutely fine. Whereas for Virtus.pro, yes, it's great they find a round, they get a bomb plant, the kills and all the rest, but they're still coming in towards this next with a triple Galil setup as they prioritize util over the firepower. 12-7, 5 rounds in it. Astralis, what have you got for us? Can you close or a VP gonna keep this train chugging along? Bro's got the right idea. Frame around the corner, might be core, flip. Bit of util damage on towards his toes, but it's not gonna be a problem. Stare will feel the fire a little bit. Thankfully, doesn't overstay his welcome.
Okay, this is certainly tense from Astralis. Getting caught in places. VP, though, pressure for them, playing a lot slower into what they know a bit more. Creeping in towards this B-bomb site for the game. And a quick burst. Hardly any utility coming in, just some flashes. Oh no, out at back 90 is Bro. He falls all the way. 54 floors down. Yabi, though, still alive. And he is doing the damage, nearly up for 3. Surely done enough. 50 seconds remain for VP to make something of this. Jame will fall. Device, of course. Who else closes it out? 2-0 in favor of Astralis. Yet to drop double digits. Vertigo maybe in the locker, in the pool. Absolute madness.
Yeah, what a showing as well, considering how bad this map had kind of felt for Astralis for a while. 6 map